Good morning, world!
Good morning!
This is the first time ever that you are buying an insurance cover eating a grissini. This is the Amsterdam of Middle East.
Country number 62.
Guys, we did it.
Yeah! Look what we found in here.
Then you have your traditional Italian pesto.
Wow.
Yeah, so this one you're gonna definitely have to enjoy.
But I wonder how it's possible to recognize in public a Muslim from a non-Muslim. Now, let's go spend it.
We are Aldo, Vera and Toto. For more than 6 years, we have been driving the world overland in our self-converted expedition vehicle, visiting over 60 countries on 5 continents. Our next destination, Africa. We aim to show you through our eyes the beauty of our planet as we discover it, also raising awareness about its fragility. Subscribe to our channel and explore the world with us. We just paid the toll, which was 25 SAR.
That's about $7.
$7.
Here we are. That's the border. So we just passed customs and everything is okay. Likely there's an official passing of who doesn't see us filming. And everything was okay, so Toto is out. However, the officer asked us about the insurance, and likely I explained him that we had problems on the entry, and then in Alcobar also we couldn't purchase it. But now on the way out, finally we will get the insurance cover. So now it's passport and immigration. That's the first camper we see in Saudi Arabia. All done. 1 hour and 45 minutes. They did stamp the carnet for our Toto. I don't know why, because it's not accepted. I mean, like, it's not at the rear of the page of the carnet, but that's what they did. It was very quick. They didn't even insert the car details in the system. But the lady said on the way back from Bahrain to stop in the same office to get the other slip stamped. Visa on arrival, 50 SAR each person for us Europeans, which is about 14 euros, 13, 14 euros. No stamp, so we saved a bit of space on the passport, and we just got the receipt. Very good. So now is the insurance time. Almost in Bahrain.
Yes.
AA04
LDO.
O.
So we just bought the car insurance for 3 days 26 SAR and for 5 days 44.
So we got?
So we got 5 days, which is around 11 euro.
Yeah, something like that. And I
Yeah.
think this is the first time ever that you are buying an insurance cover eating a grissini.
Made by Laura.
Breadsticks. We are officially in Bahrain.
Country number 62.
There is quite a bit of traffic. We understood that it's national holiday celebrations in Saudi Arabia. So people are here celebrating their days off. Apparently Bahrain is considered a bit like Amsterdam in Europe. This is the Amsterdam of Middle East. Alcohol is allowed. The women, they are not obliged to wear the hijab, the headscarf. So apparently there should be more freedom than Kuwait in here. And we'll see. We're a bit tired. We are gonna just look for a place to stay for the night, and then we'll see you tomorrow. As you may know, we like to wild camp in nice places in the nature, especially if there are some trees. But this morning we are next a very special tree. I don't understand if this visitor center. It's underground, or they still need to build it.
This is the most famous tree of Bahrain, the tree of life.
It's few centuries old and nobody knows how it has grown here in the middle of nowhere in the desert. In fact, it symbolizes life because it's grown in these harsh conditions.
And now we will enjoy our breakfast under its shade.
This is a true tree of life. Look, this branch was broken, and here already a new little green branch is growing. There is one thing I know about Bahrain is that they have an international race circuit, and it was actually the first race circuit that they did in the Middle East. So now let's see if Toto can go for a lap. So we are trying to get the authorization to do a lap in the circuit, but obviously it's much more complicated than we thought. They need to ask for permissions, you know, documents, do a few checks. So we're trying.
And look guys, this is a registration plate of the last race circuit, which was on the 20th of March 2022, and the first one was on April 4, 2004. In 2 years we will celebrate 20 years of anniversary. While we are waiting for the reply, we are going on a stand.
Just missing the car. I always had a passion for Formula 1, just in the last few years I lost it a bit, and being here it's really nice. The Bahrain race circuit has a seating capacity of 45,000 people. Then there are the ones that pay the entrance fee and they just go all around the circuit where it's allowed to stay and they stand. The prices range from 60 Bahrain dinars up to 160, so that's about 180 euros up to 400 for 3 days, so the full weekend. This is the most expensive tribune. From here you can see the start and finish line, the main straight, the pit stop, and obviously the podium. The asphalt is pure perfection. Even the different colors of black and gray looks like a mosaic. I'm sure the grip is something outstanding. Behind there is the tower for the royals, royal family, the friends, and they basically have the highest viewing point. From there they can see every corner of the circuit. It feels quite nice to be here, and the next race will actually be on the 5th of March 2023. So let's hope Toto can go for a lap. Wow guys, from up here the view is incredible. Even the beeps are one floor below. This is the VIP area.
Now we see what the VIPs see.
Guys, we are going.
Carlos Sainz, but it's Leclerc on the inside ahead of Verstappen. Carlos Sainz stays in third. Perez on the inside now with Lewis Hamilton. There's a little bit of a kerfuffle going on through turn 2, but Leclerc makes it into the lead. And Hamilton...
Guys, we did it. Yeah! Where these cars race. Hamilton, Massa, Alonso, Schumacher. Yeah.
It's incredible that we managed to have this experience only with Toto.
Yes.
And drive with Toto.
And the safety car in front.
Exactly, but we're on an international
race
circuit.
And this morning, we just came here, we tried it, you know, carpe diem.
We had this idea, we tried our luck, and we got it. An advice that we want to share with you: never stop. You know, if you really want something, go ask for it, go try until you'll get it. Sometimes you won't, but at least you will try.
What I always say, who asks doesn't make mistakes.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, okay.
Nice to meet a good friend, a new friend.
Anthony, very nice to meet you also. And like any good race, there is always surprise. And actually, the management here at the Bahrain race circuit also gave us 2 bags full with souvenirs. And we wanted to buy the registration plate to memory. And you know, this came completely by surprise. We are so happy. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
If it wasn't for Anthony today, we wouldn't have been able to get in touch with the corporate management and Mr. Yassim, which we thank him also. It was an incredible experience. And yeah, we are a bit speechless right now, so I have not many words. And this is beautiful. We will always remember this day, this moment forever. And now we even have some extra souvenirs to look
Extra
at.
luggage.
The extra luggage, that's right. Anthony, thank you very, very
My
much.
pleasure, sir.
Thank
I
you
hope
very
to
much.
see you again.
Yes, maybe with the next race. But
Definitely,
we won't be
most
racing.
No, we won't be racing, but we'll be.
Thank you so much, thank you so much. Grazie con l'unboxing live. Non sappiamo che c'è qua dentro.
Non sappiamo cosa c'è, ma vedo una cosa che volevamo prenderlo, comprare. E questa è la targa.
Good morning, world!
Good morning!
This is where we camped last night, this is where we stayed, and we just actually finished our breakfast.
And behind us there is the capital of Bahrain, Manama.
Which is a name easy to remember. You just think of Panama just with the flu, so with your nose blocked. Instead of Panama is Manama. It's very hot today. We are under the shade of our beautiful, fantastic James Baroud rear awning that once again saved us. Sorry, we are a bit dark, but...
Actually, there was a group of Pakistani Indian guys that were playing cricket this morning for hours. I have no idea how they managed to survive ahead.
I don't dare thinking of the sort of vegetation and bacterial ground that was formed under their armpits. Anyway, some facts and curiosities now.
Bahrain is an archipelago formed of 33 natural islands and 51 artificial.
Bahrain was once part of the Persian Empire, but then was conquered by the Al Khalifa family, which still reigns today after about 250 years. It was one of the first countries in the Middle East where oil was discovered, and before their economy was mainly based on pearl picking.
They are also the highest consumers of electricity per capita in Asia and third in the world.
Despite that, they are trying to be more sustainable. You see, this skyscraper behind me, shaped like sails, was the first skyscraper in the world to integrate in its design wind turbines.
So hot is today, huh?
A nice cold beer would be nice, yeah? I just exchanged some money. We got some Bahrain dinars. That's quite nice. That's 1 dinar with some Arabian horses. My favorite is the half dinar with the race circuit here. So this is actually the second most valued currency in the world. Do you remember which one is the first? If not, that's the video up there. So to get one of these, the 1 dinar, you need about 2.65 euros. Now, let's go spend it. You maybe don't know that in Bahrain it's possible to buy alcohol, also in the Emirates, Dubai for example, for non-Muslims. But I wonder how it's possible to recognize in public a Muslim from a non-Muslim. So we're now going to a liquor store, or maybe two, to check what they're gonna ask us and get some beers. Ragazzi, abbiamo di permesso veloce per una storia Instagram soltanto io. Fanno anche il Barolo, riserva, questo è 2012, costa 60 dinari, 3 per 6, 18, quasi 170 euro. So right on time, it's sunset, we got our beers. There are a lot of guys running back and forth with jet skis and speedboats.
They're having time, so let's enjoy our beers also.
Yes, good time for them, good time for us.
Cheers!
Cheers! Ladies first. How is it?
Nice and cold.
How life is sometimes. We were ready to leave Bahrain, and last night we received a message from a woman from Italy, which is married with Casper, a man from Holland, and they have an organic farm here in Bahrain. They told us if we could stop by before leaving, and so we did. We camped nearby, we didn't have internet, and we just showed up. They are here, and we are now going to go for a tour in this quite huge farm. Casper, so what are the cardboard for? It's also for fertilizers.
Cardboard, we use it to try and, so in the summer, obviously the weather here gets incredibly hot. So in order for us to protect the soil, we put cardboard, and cardboard disintegrates after a while. So we're not going to worry about like sort of wasting it. It will just dissolve in the soil, and it kind of keeps the soil black and dark and nutritious and so on.
So it's also a kind of a fertilizer.
It's to protect the soil. It's to make sure that grass doesn't randomly sprout, and we have to retill, or we have to do everything to sort of make sure that the ground stays healthy long term.
Eggplants in Bahrain, September. So we just had a long conversation with the Susie, which is the mother-in-law of Casper and the mom of Andrea. And basically she's an expert, very passionate about what is organic, and she told us things I still have goosebumps, because everything here is done like Mother Nature would want. She also said that they do not dig too much deep into the soil to actually keep it in the best condition possible. So it's not an invasive technique of cultivation. She was also mentioning that they use bees for pollination, and that is something really rare these days, because even here that is so hot, at the moment they are kind of hibernated because it's the temperature, but soon they will start to fly at around 35 degrees and pollinate all the crops. I'm really happy that we came.
So what we do here is we basically everything compost related. So whatever we have that we burn, whatever we have that's sort of waste, we do a cycle. So everything gets dumped, we burn it, we leave it, we flood it, and then once it's dried up, we put another bundle over it, we burn it, we flood it, and so on and so forth. This means that this just becomes a cycle of nutrition for them. So once, for example, I was saying before, tomatoes. Tomatoes love very rich, ashy soil. So then it's much easier for us to then come here, take a bundle. Once we do the planting, we actually spread it accordingly and sort of regenerate also the wastage. So all the stuff that we don't need, we keep, we burn, we just let it decompose. And then next year, this will be useful for us as compost.
Excellent.
Look what we found in here. My favorite fruits, figs. Obviously they need still to grow, but just the thing that they are organic and grown in Bahrain makes them like 100% even more delicious and precious.
Because we have two problems. One, we're limited with space, and two, we're actually also trying to find ways to sort of optimize space. So what we've experimented with before is when we have our lines of tomatoes growing, the center point is always kind of wasted because it's a walkway, but what we actually do is we grow other stuff in between. So we mix one crop with another on the same field. That kind of, number one, makes it more optimal, and number two, it actually also works because the plants go up, so that creates shade for whatever it is that we have underneath. So for example, cucumbers or zucchinis or anything else that
Cucumber protects the
Correct.
tomatoes.
Oh, well,
No, the
other way around.
tomato,
So
the
tomato
tomato.
protects the zucchini or the
Because
cucumber.
cucumbers are more down,
Correct.
growing and spreading.
Exactly. So that's how we kind of try and balance it out and optimize the space a little.
And needless to say, you rotate the crops.
100%.
Like,
So then every season, once the season's done, we kind of also look into what worked best. So there are certain areas that need, certain products and certain produce need sunlight the whole day. The sun comes up from here, goes all the way down there. But if that then means that 5 hours of the day there's no sunlight on this particular field, we need to grow something that doesn't need that much sunlight. So every season we kind of change. So in the first season we grew corn here, and we realized they had too much sun and they grew too fast and we had too many. We need to reduce that quantity, so we're going to grow them somewhere else on a smaller patch and then be as effective. So yeah,
like
rotation. Yeah, it's learning the soil. So eventually we're going to be able to learn how, but we can't learn it in a year. We have to learn it after the season. So it's very slow progress.
It's impressive
but
how much you learn already and how much you know.
I give the credit 100% to the wife.
Wow.
Always the women. It doesn't smell bad here. Really clean. Usually chicken stinks. They don't. Lots of space, organic. These are for eggs. Many of these animals behind me are retired. They just roam on the soil to help with keep it in good state and the composition of it. And Casper told me, we're never going to kill them, and they're just here to live, which is nice.
It's Benny.
That's Benny.
Benny.
Ciao, Benny.
Ciao, Benny. Ciao, Benny. Ciao, Benny. Ciao, Benny. Ciao.
No need to buy plastic.
That's amazing. You guys an inspiration. not only for us, but
Cheers.
for the people, for the entire world. How you can grow in 1 year, what you can do in such a land, in such a, it's arid, it's harsh conditions, and what you can do. It's amazing. It's amazing.
For us, we want to definitely show that this is possible. It does come at a price. It takes time, and it's difficult. It's not. I'm never going to say it's easy, but it can be done.
And it's possible
but
to
it's
do
it's a constant learning. So we now learn year by year what not to do and what to do. And maybe in about 5-6 years, we'll be able to be as comfortable and make sure everything runs like clockwork and not worry.
You will,
about it.
guys. You
Oh,
will.
yeah, we're
You
getting
will.
there.
You will.
We're stuck here for a while, so I'm okay with that.
Wow.
You have all our best wishes.
100%.
I wish to see you in 5 years from now. Wow.
100%.
Wow.
100%.
Inspire everybody.
We'll do our best. This is one of the things I noticed that you like figs.
Yes.
So we have a fig jam.
Yes.
Then we have this is the date one. Huh? So this is date and lime. So the dates with lime jam.
Wow.
So these two sweet. Then you have your traditional Italian pesto.
Wow.
Yeah. So this one you're gonna definitely have to enjoy.
Well, definitely.
And then your arrabbiata, also from our tomatoes. And then this one is the wife. You're gonna have to help me with this one.
That is garlic, tomato,
Garlic,
oregano.
tomato, and oregano. Yes.
And you made everything.
Yes.
Wow.
So
And you grow it,
We
you
grow
make
it, she makes it, I
That's
show it
amazing.
to you.
That's amazing. And this is also
All reusable. So we actually get some of the guys who, or some of the customers that we have, or people that are in at least buying from us, they donate jars. So we try and we try and encourage people to also reuse them. So if we deliver to certain clients, we tell them once you guys are done with it, put the jars back in the basket. Once we come and change the basket, at least we get the jars back.
Yes.
We clean them, decontaminate and everything, and start again.
Thank you so much, guys.
These ones you guys are going to have to take and enjoy on the road.
Thank you so much.
And,
Thank you so much.
most
You, thank you
Most
so
welcome.
much. Wow, wow, wow. Especially.
She loves pesto.
Yeah.
That's all basil. Look at this. Where the pesto comes from. What a smell. It's a perfume. I've never seen so much basil at once.
Ciao ragazzi. Ciao ciao.
Time to say farewell to Bahrain. We are going back to Saudi, and we're going to leave this country with an interesting fact. This bridge, the one we are driving now, until 2018 it was possible for women to drive only on this side of the road, Bahrain to Saudi, but not Saudi to Bahrain, because until that year, 2018, women couldn't drive in Saudi Arabia.
We're back to Saudi Arabia, but this time with 3 months of full car insurance.
And we also got the official brooch of yesterday's national holiday of Saudi Arabia. Very good. Yesterday we left Bahrain, and this evening we are going to Qatar. I just wanted to remember this moment because the thermometer just about an hour ago marked 28 degrees Celsius. I'm really happy. I'm almost cold. Autumn is coming here to the Middle East, and that's good news.